I don't think head tube angle matters much, okay? Did this quick and dirty. This is certainly not the greatest example of this, but I take my current bike has a 67.3 degree head angle, and I modeled two separate situations. One where I use on both I use a 62 degree head angle, and on this one I've matched the mechanical trail value, and on this one I've matched the flop value for this initial configuration. And if you notice, and this is the vertical view, the contact patch angle of the front tire looking through 3D space over here, what is the resulting angle? And granted, we never steer a bicycle with the chassis vertical, right? But this is just showing the front wheel projecting from the center line of the bike. This is how much the contact patch deviates from the center line of the bike with the bike vertical, and this is the resulting contact patch angle. Granted, there's going to be squirm and all kinds of stuff like that any motorsport person knows. But if you look at the resulting steering angle, this is, oh, and I'm steering at 10 degrees, which is an extreme turn on a bicycle. If I steer at a matching 10 degrees, I get 8.9 degrees of steer. We've changed the steer angle 0.3 degrees by changing the head tube angle over 5 degrees slacker. That's a ludicrous change in head angle, and the resulting steer is almost insignificant. In fact, to match the steer, we have to steer the handlebars 10.4 degrees instead of 10 degrees. Now, that's not a lot, okay? Now, I say trivial because yes, it does change things. Does it matter enough that we need to focus on it? I don't think so. Here, when we go back to fixing the flop, 10 degree terms, it actually results in another 8.9 degree steer on the ground. And granted, this is actually incorrect from a real chassis dynamics point of view, but we're just choosing a perspective just to look. But if you notice, it kicks out the wheel a little bit less than it did before. And here, to match the steer, we're steering another 10.4. Granted, it'll kick out different. So just looking at it from this perspective, maybe head tube angle isn't very important. Maybe that's not what's really changing. In fact, all this talk about slack head tube angles, maybe what they really mean is longer front center, because longer front centers actually matter. We know that already, and I can show that on the center of mass graph, how we change the angle of that thing for our approach angle on stuff. So, and our change of weight and everything like that. So now granted, I said earlier, I'm wrong about everything, prove me wrong. Go for it, guys. Internet, have at it. You know, show me head angle really matters like that, okay? But again, to show this and to change that angle, what I've done is I've actually dropped, it's actually the same bike, I'm just moving the position along the head tube here. I can't explain it right now.